Hello again, Star Wars fans. We're going to continue our journey through the Topps 1977 Star Wars series. This video will take a close look at the Series 2 complete set, also known as the Red Series. This set includes 66 cards, 11 stickers, and 2 puzzles that can be assembled using the backs of the cards. I will show all of the cards and read those cards that have movie facts and actors' profiles. After that, we'll take a look at the stickers and build the 2 puzzles. Card number 67, C-3PO and Luke. Number 68, the Millennium Falcon. '69, 3PO's Desert Trek. Actor's profile, number 8 of 11. Although the voice of villain Darth Vader was provided by actor James Earl Jones, the man inside the suit and behind the mask was a British bodybuilder named Dave Prowse. Dave was chosen for the part because of his immense size. He also appeared in the horror movies Frankenstein and the Monsters from Hell and The Horror of Frankenstein, as of course the huge monsters in both productions. '70, Special Mission for R2-D2. '71, The Incredible C-3PO. '72, Ben Kenobi rescues Luke. Number 73, The Droids Wait for Luke. Movie facts. Producer Gary Kurtz describes the special effects used in Star Wars. When it came to spaceships, we searched for all the old models we could find and cannibalized over 300 plastic model kits as we constructed ours. The Millennium Falcon in our lab was about 6 feet across. The fighters were 1 foot to 1.5 feet long. The satellite Death Star, complete, was about 4 feet in diameter. '74, Luke Skywalker on Tatooine. '75, Darth Vader strangles a rebel. Movie facts. Long live Star Wars. This wonderful fantasy adventure, loved by both critics and viewers, is destined to become the biggest and most popular motion pictures of all time. Folks from 20th Century Fox, who produced Star Wars, assure us that there will be several sequels to the spectacular space fantasy, possibly set during a time before the first film took place. In the meantime, we have Star Wars #1 to enjoy over and over again at our local theater. Number 76, R2-D2 on the Rebel Starship. Actor's profile, number 2 of 11. When Star Wars first started production, actor Mark Hamill had no idea he'd be playing the film's hero, Luke Skywalker. I just thought if they were making a big space fantasy movie, I'd be satisfied just to watch part of it being shot, he recalls. I even asked my agent if she could get me onto the set. I wanted to see some of the special effects being done. I wasn't thinking in terms of acting in it. '77, Waiting in the Control Room. Actor's profile, number 7 of 11. Long before he played the scene-chewing villain in Star Wars, actor Peter Cushing was known for his roles in blood-curdling horror movies. Since 1957, he has been playing the infamous Baron von Frankenstein and other notable monsters. Why? Horror movies give so much pleasure, he feels, and that's what filmmaking is all about, isn't it? People can experience emotions watching them that they can't in their ordinary lives. '78, Droids to the Rescue. Actors profile, number 3 of 11. Alec Guinness, who plays Ben Kenobi in Star Wars, has been acting in major British and American movies for years. Curiously enough, Star Wars was not his first venture into science fiction. Back in the 40s, Guinness played The Man in the White Suit, which was a story about a young scientist who invents a cloth that is absolutely impervious to any form of damage. Although not quite as spectacular as Star Wars, the film is an excellent science fiction comedy. '79. Preparing to board solo spaceship. Number 80. Where has R2-D2 gone? Number 81. Weapons of the Death Star. Movie facts. Producer Gary Kurtz describes the special effects used in Star Wars. We did some real-sized explosions and some miniature ones. We experimented using many different chemicals, magnesium, fuel oil, dynamite caps, and all sorts of other materials. About 27 different kinds of explosions were used in the final film. Number 82. A daring rescue. '83. Aboard the Millennium Falcon. Movie facts. Producer Gary Kurtz describes the special effects used in Star Wars. The hyperspace effect was one of our simplest. The reason it works so well is that it's an emotional climax of the scene. It was all done by high-speed camera action and by slightly rotating the stars. Music and the roar of the soundtrack really helped that shot a great deal. Number 84. Rebel pilot prepares for the raid. Number 85. Luke on the Sand Planet. Actors profile, number 9 of 11. Carrie Fisher, who plays Princess Leia in Star Wars, is the daughter of two famous Hollywood performers, Debbie Reynolds and Eddie Fisher. Before playing the liberated princess heroine, Carrie appeared with Warren Beatty in Shampoo, as well as various nightclub acts with her mother. What does Carrie think of Princess Leia? She's great. She's not some cream-filled damsel in distress. She can do it on her own. '86. A mighty explosion. '87. The droids try to rescue Luke. '88. Stormtroopers guard Solo's ship. '89. The imprisoned Princess Leia. Number 90. Honoring the victors. Number 91. Solo and Chewie prepare to leave Luke. Actors profile, number 6 of 11. Inhabiting the little droid R2-D2 is actor Kenny Baker, who is 3 feet 8 inches tall. Kenny has been involved in practically all areas of show business during the course of his career. After being a circus clown, he moved onto the stage as Dopey in a British production of Snow White. An interesting show called The Minitones followed. Kenny finally made his movie debut in a thriller called Circus of Horrors. '92. Advance of the Tusken Raider. Actors profile, number 1 of 11. I've always been interested in science fiction and space fantasy, says Mark Hamill, alias Luke Skywalker in Star Wars. The special effects intrigued me. When I was a kid, I saw King Kong on the television every afternoon for a week. It used to just wipe me out every time. The movie was to me what Gone with the Wind was to a lot of girls. It left me feeling like a blob of jelly. '93. Stormtroopers blast the rebels. '94. Interrogated by stormtroopers. '95. Sighting R2-D2. Movie facts. Producer Gary Kurtz describes the special effects used in Star Wars. The lightsabers used by Luke, Ben, and Darth Vader were not the result of a complicated special effect. The flashing swords were achieved by coating revolving rods with super reflective material that bounces back light aimed at it with an intensity about 200 times that of its normal brightness. Number 96. The droids on Tatooine. Movie facts. Director George Lucas on Star Wars. I want to give young people some sort of faraway exotic environment for their imaginations to run free. I have a strong feeling about interesting people in space exploration. I want them to get beyond the basic stupidities of the moment and think about colonizing Venus and Mars. And the only way it's going to happen is to have some kid fantasize about getting his ray gun and flying off into outer space. '97. Meeting at the Cantina. Actors profile, number 5 of 11. Inside that fantastic droid, C-3PO, is a marvelous British actor named Anthony Daniels. He was chosen to play the Mechanical Man because of his excellent talent as a mime. Director George Lucas wanted the robot's movements to be extraordinarily smooth and graceful. 2 fiberglass bodies were molded for Mr. Daniels, one for a sitting position, the other for standing, and it took 3 hours to put the suits on. Number 98. C-3PO. Movie facts. The amazing robots R2-D2 and C-3PO were built from designs by Ralph McQuarrie, which followed detailed conversations with writer-director George Lucas. Then the staff talked with several experts in robotics, among them artificial limb specialists at Queen Mary's Hospital in London. They uncovered important information regarding the applications of electronic equipment and made the task of creating the droids much easier. '99. Ben with the lightsaber. Card number 100. Our heroes at the spaceport. '101. The Wookiee Chewbacca. '102. Rebels prepare for the big fight. '103. Stormtroopers attack our heroes. '104. Luke's uncle and aunt. '105. Imperial soldiers burn through the starship. '106. A message from Princess Leia. 107. The Tusken Raider. Movie facts. Producer Gary Kurtz describes the special effects used in Star Wars. We use what's called a blue screen method, which gives a vast feeling of nothingness out there beyond the element you're photographing. You can keep placing elements against it in depth and moving back, forth, and give the impression of tremendous scope. "108. Princess Leia observes the battle. 109. Ben turns off the tractor beam. 110. 3PO fools the guards. 111. Chewie and Han Solo. Actor's profile, number 4 of 11. What did Alec Guinness, Ben Kenobi, think of his part in Star Wars? When I first read the script, he recalls, it had something that held my attention. It was an adventure story about the passing of knowledge from one generation to another. My role in Star Wars has been described as a blend of the Wizard Merlin and a samurai warrior. As an actor, you can't beat that. Number 112, threatened by sand people. 113, Ben hides from Imperial Stormtroopers. 114, planning to escape. 115, hiding in the Millennium Falcon. 116, honor for their heroism. Movie facts. Producer Gary Kurtz describes the special effects used in Star Wars. We developed a computer to control the camera. Movements were programmed to give the feeling of a ship flying. Incidentally, the passes the fighting airships made at each other during our air battle scenes were determined from patterns we recorded by splicing together sequences of dogfight scenes from 50 old war movies. "117, Chewbacca poses as a prisoner. 118, R2-D2 and C-3PO. 119, 3PO, Ben, and Luke. 120, Luke destroys an Imperial ship. 121, Han Solo and Chewbacca. 122, the Millennium Falcon speeds through space. 123, Solo blasts a Stormtrooper. 124, 3PO searches for R2-D2. Movie facts. John Williams, who scored the magnificent music in Star Wars, based his work on the kinds of music director George Lucas considered right. As a result, it sounds like a combination of Flash Gordon background music, Errol Flynn swashbuckler stuff, and other rousing adventure movie scores. Mr. Williams, by the way, also did Jaws, The Towering Inferno, Midway, Earthquake, The Poseidon Adventure, and Black Sunday. $125. Luke in Disguise. $126. A Quizzical 3PO. Movie facts. George Lucas, writer-director of Star Wars, has strong personal feelings about the movie. I wasted 4 years of my life cruising like the kids in American Graffiti, and now I'm on an intergalactic dream of heroism. It's my fantasy. I made Star Wars because no one else is making movies like this, and I wanted to see one. I want it to be a success so everyone will copy it. Then I can go see the copies, sit back, and enjoy them. $127. The Rebel Fleet. Actor's profile, number 11 of 11. The role of the 200-year-old, 7-foot-plus Wookiee was played by actor Peter Mayhew, who was actually over 7 feet tall in real life. As Chewbacca, affectionately called Chewie, Peter was both ferocious and charmingly funny. A Wookiee has certain dog characteristics, adds writer-director George Lucas. It's protective, a friend, and kind of cuddly. $128. Roar of the Wookiee. $129. May the Force be with you. Card number 130. Pursued by the Jawas. Actor's profile, number 10 of 11. Before he played Han Solo in Star Wars, Harrison Ford was one of the important characters in George Lucas's earlier hit movie, American Graffiti. Says Mr. Ford today, "I'll accept a script as long as it's not ripping people off or hurting anyone. I want to do movies where whatever intelligent energy I have to offer is going to be used in a worthwhile way. I just want to be in something good." $131. Spectacular Battle. $132. Lord Vader and a Soldier. These are the stickers. 12. Han and Chewbacca. 13. Alec Guinness's Ben. 14. The Tusken Raider. 15. C-3PO. 16. Chewbacca. 17. 18. 19. 20. 21. 22. Stay tuned for the puzzles. Our journey continues in the next video with Series 3, the Yellow Series.